Hey, Chuggalos, welcome back to day 21? I honestly can't remember. Welcome back to day 21 of the Great Calendar Project in collaboration with the Brew Crew podcast and the Barrel House. Real long couple of days, and I am maybe for the first time in like a week actually looking forward to just kind of chilling out and having a beer. Not that like I don't enjoy the project, but for those of you that are doing videos every day, I'm sure, I mean, it's kind of tedious. It's fun, but it also becomes an obligation, right? And like, when the holidays are busy and you got shit to do, it's not always easy to carve out time to, you know, hit it and get into, making a video. But I'm very excited to just kind of chill out and take it slow. And that's what I'm going to do. Day 21, very big beer from a Dogfish head celebrating their 30th anniversary, which is crazy. I was 10 years old when they started brewing beer. To celebrate, they did their gigantic, supermassive Imperial Stout, Worldwide Stout, and this is the biggest beer in the box, clocking in at 15% alcohol, so she is nothing to scoff at. I said it was triple barrel aged in the little notes thing. That was slightly inaccurate. It was aged in, Palo Santo wood tanks, so not really a barrel. But then also Dogfish heads, whiskey barrels, and Sam Adams Utopia's barrels, which checks out because Sam Adams purchased Dogfish Head, a small handful of years ago, whatever. Damn, I've been yapping on for 2.5 minutes. I'm starting to feel like JT over here. 3, 2, 1, fly. I haven't had a fresh Worldwide Stout in years. Last time I had one of these, it was much older in the bottle. Certainly not barrel aged. They've been doing goofy stuff with their releases lately. I feel like they've been doing a lot of coffee versions and like not just straight up Worldwide Stout. This is no different because it is, double barrel aged and also aged in Palo Santo wood, but also triple Decadence, triple Decades. Old Sam over there loves to play on words. It smells really nice. Deep, sweet notes. It smells big, but it doesn't smell like... It's not burning my nostrils like you get with some of these like super big beers. You do get some whiskey notes. Shout out to our Pride glass from a few years ago. Isn't that fucking slick? The Tiku with the hops over hate. That's a big one. It does not hide the 15% very well on the flavor. Like you drink this, you can tell that this is a big flippin' beer. I do think maybe it's a little on the cold side to be drinking right now, but that's alright. We got time. We can just vibe. We can just hang. We don't have to rush through this thing, Man. Getting chocolate, tons of oak. This is you can definitely tell that it's seen wood, you know what I mean? The whiskey character is not overpowering. I think it's actually really, really well done and well balanced. Oh man, that's I'll put some hair on your hair right there. I honestly wouldn't mind. I haven't added a beer to my cellar in a very long time. This is one that I would like to put down in the cellar and, put a few years on and see what happens. Because I think that a lot of those kind of sharper edges that you're getting on it will mellow out. It does have a decent amount of bitterness on the back end. And I don't know. I think that a lot of the wood character and the barrel character are they're very present in a good way, and it's relatively well balanced. but those flavors will just mingle over the course of a year or two and become a bit more intertwined. It's like cooking a batch of chili, right? Like it's never bad. Same day chili is great, but next day chili is significantly better because those flavors have had time to, like, I don't know, just collide and hang out with each other, get to know each other. It really does have a kind of stiff bitterness. It's I don't know necessarily if that's, you know, hop-derived bitterness, if that's oak tannin, or if that's, like, high alcohol. Or, I mean, what's likely is it's a combination of all three of those things. It's presenting itself to be fairly bitter. Strong. It's a sturdy beer. Now, the last couple times I had Dogfish's Worldwide Stout, I thought that it was honestly kind of a mess in that the alcohol was so high that it gave off this weird kind of like green bell peppery flavor and almost like a grape soda note that like was not particularly enjoyable. This is significantly better than the past instances of Worldwide Stout that I had. I'm gonna do the old school beer nerd thing and let it warm up in the glass for a little bit, because right now I don't think I'm at a 5, and there are some reasons for that. Mainly I'm looking at the body, not that it's a thin-bodied beer by any means, but I think that and maybe it's not even a body thing. I think maybe it's a sweetness thing. I think I could deal with just a little bit more residual sweetness in this one. That it seems silly to say, because, like, I don't know, you gotta think about it, right? Like, Worldwide Stout, when was the first time they released a batch of Worldwide Stout? I don't know, but it certainly was not during the age of big, supermassive, full-bodied, sweet Imperial stouts that have kind of become the norm nowadays, right? I look at beers like Old Rasputin, you know? That's an old school Imperial stout, and it's not sweet. It's heavy, it's big, it's bold, but it's not sweet. So it's like going back and listening to a Beatles record and criticizing it for not having, I don't know, the same sound quality that we come to expect from an album recorded and released today. You know, you got to consider the origin story, I suppose. There we go. See, that's the other thing. Now that it's warmed up a little bit, I don't know, I think maybe the body is coming out a bit more. It could be a couple things, right? Or it could be me getting more acquainted with the beer, and kind of ditching my preconceived notions of what I want it to be and accepting it for what it is. You know what I mean? So it's a very good beer. It's massive. It's complex. And honestly, I feel like in today's Imperial Stout landscape, like the new school Imperial Stouts, they try to shy away from leaning heavily on the roasted malt and like letting the roasted malt speak for itself and be bitter, you know, and be like kind of aggressive and bold and like kind of grab you by the, there we go, by the cuff of your shirt. And this one doesn't shy away from that, and I dig that. It definitely presents more as a kind of old school, granted, like gargantuan sized 15% Imperial Stout, and I dig that. Definitely a sharing beer. Housing one of these to yourself after going to Carillon Park's Winter Wonderland thing, it's a lot. It's a big beer. You know what? Since we're here and I'm kind of taking my time and just kind of vibing, and I don't know that for the rest of this calendar, I'm really going to have time to like sit down and really like stew it out. Because, I mean, you know, we are getting into clutch time with, you know, the holiday season we're hosting this year for Christmas. So Christmas Eve, I don't know that I'm really going to be able to like give that Vanilla Sun Killer the attention it deserves. But all of that to say, I've got a little bit of time to burn right now. I would like to use that time to say thank you to all of you Chuggalos for entrusting us at the Barrel House with this project. It has been an absolute honor. It's been fun to curate this and see everybody's reactions and kind of get the feedback, and that'll help me shape the next one, you know, moving forward a little bit. I still want to be exploratory with it, right? I still think that the goal, unless I hear otherwise, right? The goal is to be exploratory, step out of your comfort zone a little bit, but also, you know, give the people what they want. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of diverse tastes in this group. A lot of people really like certain styles. A lot of people really don't like certain styles. But I think it's been really enjoyable to watch everybody's, you know, kind of trajectory and take their preconceived notions on styles, or maybe we've had styles that people simply haven't had before, and see you discover that. Yeah, so thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for allowing us to be a part of this. And like, how much fun was Build Day? That was such a good time. The crew had a blast, I had a blast, and I really, really have a lot of fun curating this box. And I think next year, you know, it's gonna be even more awesome and more fun. Anyway, thank you. Thank you, Chuggalos, for allowing me to be along for the ride. And it's an honor, truly. Cheers. You know, I know this is gonna be a long video from me. If you're still here and still hanging out, I would like to hear from you in the comments, assuming that you're participating, right, in this calendar project. What would you like to see more of next year? What would you like to see that may have been missing? What would you like to see less of? I'm assuming, and I honestly would agree with this criticism, that maybe go a little lighter on the farmhouse stuff next year. You know, that's okay. You live, you learn, you get loves. But yeah, tell me what you'd like to see, some changes in the box moving forward. You know, I can't offer everything to everybody, but I am definitely open to feedback and criticism. So lay it on me. All right, I guess I should rate this thing, huh? I'll be honest with you. The rating portion of this is probably my least favorite part. And I don't know why. You know, it's I don't know. For me, it's like there's two boxes. Is it good? Is it not? I think I maybe even said this on the Mothership episode that we recorded at the Barrel House with Matt, JT, Better Matt, and myself. You know, is it good or is it bad? This is good. This is a very good beer. Do I need to quantify it with a number? No. I will, because them's the rules, baby. It's just not my thing. But to each their own. A lot of y'all get a kick out of it, I'm sure, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. But if I have to put a number on it... Alright. I think I'm locked in. I think if I have to put a number on it, it's going to be a 4.5. Losing the, you know, 0.5 for... I would like maybe just a little bit more complexity out of it being such a bold beer. And that complexity could come in the shape of just maybe a bit more body, maybe a bit more sweetness, just a pinch more sweetness, or there is one critical ingredient missing, which is time. And if you gave me this same beer a year from now, 2 years from now, it might be a $5 from me. I don't know. We'll never know. But as of now, fresh Dogfish Head Triple Decadence Worldwide Stout gets a 4.5 from Lil Gus. Okay, day 21. So days 1 through 20 were these little small bottles of Malort. Now I'm really holding on hope that day 21, this is the one. This is going to be something real special. And it is. It is something very special. We got a little small baby bottle of Malort. Down, 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 into the glass you go. Come on, Malort Jam Sesh. Kids, day 21. See you tomorrow for a different beer. I can't remember what it is. All right, love you, bye. Mwah.